following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome into Mornings on Main Street, November 11th, 2021. You know what today is? Veterans Day. That's right. You know what? Every day should be Veterans Day, but today, November 11th, is their day. And see a Veterans Day, thank them. There's parades all around Middle Tennessee that are taking place today. Unfortunately, we've got some weather that's moving in with some rain. It's getting really cold, but you know what? It's still, who cares? It's just honor the veterans on this day, on this very special day. We got a fun show for you today coming up. 7:30, we'll talk to a member of the U.S. Army here stationed in Nashville at the recruiting station over in Madison. Sergeant Grace will be so excited to talk to her about the Army and everything on this special day. And then at 7:10, there's a big event happening in Gallatin this weekend. A lot of people have inquired about. We're going to give you the latest details on the Beretta sale that's happening in Gallatin, one day only. So a lot of people are excited about that. So we'll talk to Cheryl Turner about that very fun day that's coming up here in just a little bit. And then at 7:20, it's time for our pet of the week. We got a cute one for you. And we have an update on the pet that we had for you last week as well. So a lot of fun and exciting things for you on this great show. And as we do every morning this time, let's bring in my best friend, the intern, with more. No, intern, exciting news at 7:20, right?
Oh, yeah, pet of the week, baby. It's my favorite one.
But with the update that we have for people.
Oh, right, yeah, for Chin Chin, little baby Chin Chin.
Did you forget our update?
No, of course not.
Well, you better not, because that's part of the deal here
right.
with what we're doing. So a fun show. Are you getting ready for Christmas, intern, or no?
Absolutely. I've already started making my list. I do the day after Christmas the previous year. And this list is one of the greatest ones I've done, I must say.
Okay. Do you do your shopping at Walgreens?
When I can, absolutely. If they got it, I'll go. Very convenient.
Walgreens. Well, you know what? Well, I'll take you to the Beretta sale on Saturday in Gallatin.
You would do that?
Yeah, I would do that for you. Man,
wow.
You'll drive.
Right.
But I'll take you there.
Stay in the car.
And you'll buy me something, but I'm taking you there, okay?
Right. Absolutely. We'll snap a pic so you can post to the fans.
Well, that's the kind of guy I am. That's the kind of boss I am. I care about you deeply and what goes on for our show. All right, let's see. I shared the wrong thing here. Let me get back to the thing. Intern, with here we go. I'll learn this, intern. You teach me every day about this thing. I'll learn this one day.
One step at a time. It
is one step at a time. And so there we go, buddy. Front page of today's Main Street Nashville, delivered right to your inbox. Subscribe, get the e-newsletter. You get the app, all the information right there on your phone, current, up to date. And there we have it. So today, Main Street Nashville, the front page. Nice story here. Bill Lee yesterday honored 5 military service of 5 state employees. I'm trying to get, there we go. Vivian Jones, another, gosh, she's such a good writer. Another nice article here about Bill Lee honoring the military service of 5 state employees. At the bottom, we tell you we're up to date on things. What's going on? Let me get out of this right here and show you at the bottom here. Luke Combs. That show ended at 10 o'clock last night. We got it in your paper this morning. Luke Combs wins CMA Entertainer of the Year. And I watched the show last night because I'm all things Nashville. And I can't tell you 90% of country music these days, but it was a good show. And it was really good, really cool. Jennifer Hudson did a performance with Chris Stapleton that, you talk about, oh, it brought the house down. No, it almost brought the house down. She was fantastic. He's an absolute legend. So Chris Stapleton won a bunch of awards last night. But there you go. Delivered right to your inbox. A show that happened last night at 10 o'clock. You don't have to wait until Friday to get information about that. We have it all for you. Another article today, and this bugs me, and I don't know, maybe I'm getting older, I'm carrying heart more, but this story about Payne Ray. School bus drivers said they love their job, but staffing issues are worse than ever. And like, we all rode the bus in elementary and junior high and some in high school. So this bugs me because it's such a vital part of our education. And all the bus drivers I had were fantastic. Yeah, they yell at you, but we all deserve being yelled at. So Payne Ray with the story this morning about the staffing issues worse than ever. And, maybe one day I retire, I'm going to do that. I'll go drive a bus. Be like Otto from The Simpsons. A very cool story here in Dixon County. Museum shows Chamber of Commerce first 100 years. I'm a huge history buff, and a story here about Randy Moomaw talks about visitors check out the Dixon County Chamber of Commerce memorabilia and history at the Clement Railroad Hotel Museum. We'll actually be out in Dixon on Monday talking to folks. Chamber was founded 100 years ago. We had Terry Williams Nutter on for the Donaldson Hermitage Chamber of Commerce on Tuesday. The chamber is so vital to what we do and what communities do. So any chance we could recognize them, we love it. And for all my friends down the road, Mount Juliet Commission, OK's first steps for Pleasant Grove mixed-use development. Well, Xavier Smith with the article there. 275 apartments coming in there. And, you drive through Mount Juliet, you could wait 2 weeks, drive through again. There's something else that's being built. That's why we have Jason Goolsby on every Monday at 7:40 with the inside scoop on the dirt that's being moved around, and he has all that for us. So it's always fun to join Jason at that time. A few more things here before we get out. The Nashville Predators played last night, and look, we'll tell you again. They played last night. The game ended late. We got it for you. Boom. And the Preds won 4-2. And Tanner Janot, is that how you pronounce his name? I guess so. UC Saros and goal, stopped 25 shots. So the Preds, look, they're 6-1-1 their last 8 games. There's just a lot going on. They're on the road, and we kind of forget about what's happening. But nice win for the guys last night. They're at St. Louis tonight. They're back home this weekend. And in the standings, I know we got a lot of Preds fans out there. Look, they're 2 points out of first place, and they take on St. Louis tonight. So if they can beat St. Louis tonight and Minnesota doesn't play or loses, Nashville's in first place when they come back home. So well done for the Nashville Predators being on the road and making that happen. Nice. All right, let's get back out of this. All right, let's get back to the show again this morning. Coming up just a little bit, we'll talk to Cheryl Norris about a big event happening in Gallatin this weekend that I want you guys to know about. It's a really cool sale. We love having Beretta in Middle Tennessee being part of our community and part of our family. So we'll talk to Cheryl Norris. We come back. We're off and running. This is Mornings on Main Street.
Dental coverage may be a small investment, but it has big benefits. Because dental coverage and preventive oral care leads to more than a healthier smile. It leads to a healthier life overall. Delta Dental makes it easy to get the care you need. With the nation's largest network, you're more likely to find or keep a dentist you love. And with comprehensive coverage and additional discounts, you'll have benefits you love too. Make a lasting investment in your oral and overall health with coverage from Delta Dental. Visit deltadentaltn.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Ryan. I'm the co-owner of Zaxby's along with Lee Oliver. This is a place that mamas and daddies can be really comfortable to send their kids to for a first job. It's a place that you can have fun, feel really good about the place that you work, get paid well, have a good time. If you want to apply, you can go to applynow.com and Zaxby's will be on there. We love it when we get some great folks here at Zaxby's.
I was going through a really hard time in my life. I was missing 12 teeth. I would cover my mouth. Mentally, it was so draining to have to constantly worry about who's going to see it, because your first impression in somebody is their smile.
Delta Dental of Tennessee and the Smile 180 Foundation, transforming lives and communities one smile at a time.
My smile gives me my voice. My smile gives me my passion. My smile gives me my drive. My smile gives me everything.
All right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. You know, what we try to do every day, weekday on the show, is say about cool, fun, great, positive, neat things that are happening in our community. And there could be a Chamber of Commerce event, there could be a big party, or there could be a big sale. And we know people love sales and love events like that. So let's bring in Cheryl Norris with Beretta. There's a big sale that Beretta's happening at the Gallatin Civic Center this weekend. Now, Cheryl, let me get your title correct. You are the Business Support Manager of Clothing and E-commerce. I want that job.
That would be a no. You cannot have my job, Joe. Actually, you're doing a fantastic job. And I wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much for inviting me onto your show and giving me the opportunity to share our Beretta warehouse sale information. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You are welcome. And it's one day, and I love one day only sales because it's the urgency of like, I've got to go get this. A lot of people are talking about this. Why do you think people love this Beretta sale?
Well, one of the beautiful things about it is we have such a wide variety of items that they can choose from. So there's something for everyone. There's things for women, for men. There's accessories, there's clothing, there's pro shop items. And the prices cannot be beat. So if you want to get a jump start on your Christmas shopping, this is the place to be. You're going to love it. You're going to not want to leave. I've had so many people that would come in past times and they would leave and they would come back and they said they just couldn't help themselves. They would come back for more and more. So I'm very happy about that. And we're very excited.
I just think that is so cool to do that. You guys, and I don't know if you can answer this. You guys have been in the community now for several years, correct?
Yes, we have. Yes.
Yeah. And I just think, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes. And we just, it's important for us to just make sure that we make our presence known and let everyone enjoy all of the beautiful things that Beretta has to offer. In addition to the firearms that we have, we also incorporate clothing to encompass the lifestyle brand. And it would cover people that also do hunting and hiking, any outdoor activities. So there's something that everyone can enjoy.
And we have information on the screen right now for people that can see this is happening this Saturday up in Gallatin. When you have these events here, is it also a good time to meet people otherwise you would never get to meet?
Yes, we actually get a chance to meet quite a few people. Some of them are, we've had people come from out of state just to come to the sales. They actually have sent me emails and said, please let me know when you're going to have your next sale. I think one of the most interesting ones were, I am from Maryland and we had a sale in Tennessee and we had people from Ohio come here. We had people come from Maryland come to Tennessee for the sale because they wanted to make sure they didn't miss anything. So
that's great.
Yes.
Not only are you bringing jobs to Middle Tennessee, you're bringing tourism too.
I'm bringing tourism too. Yes. And before I forget, Joe, I wanted to just take a moment and say to the veterans, thank you so much for your service. We appreciate you and we honor you. And I wanted to let the team at the Civic Center, as well as the mayor, Miss Paige Brown, thank them so much for all of the resources that they allowed me to have to make sure that this sale was successful. And also my team at the Beretta facility as well. And most importantly, Joe, thank you. I appreciate you giving me the time to share this wonderful event.
Oh, you're not going anywhere yet. We got you for a few more minutes. So
I'm not going anywhere.
Don't you think about getting out of here? And that's you hit a good point there, Cheryl, about how just wonderful Gallatin is and Mayor Brown and everybody out there. I mean, and I've told people for years, Gallatin is a wonderful place. There's so many great people there and such a welcoming community. And you're seeing that firsthand.
I'm getting a chance to see it firsthand. They've actually embraced us with open arms and we couldn't feel more welcome. I really appreciate this. I've never had such a warm feeling of just comfort being in in another state and coming here. Actually, right now, I'm actually doing a lot of this solo on today, but just a feeling of comfort and feeling as though I had everybody giving me as much support as they could. So I really appreciate that.
And I love it too, Cheryl. Free admission.
Yes.
It starts 9 a.m. and I see 9 a.m. to question mark. Is there
it'll be from 9 to 5. And sometimes we may go a little over, just depending on the crowd. We can extend it if we need to, but typically it's from 9 to 5. And again, there's something for everyone and the prices cannot be beat.
Why is this one-day sale so important to Beretta?
We want to give back to the community. And it's important to us to let our supporters know that we care about them. And if we can offer them something that they can enjoy and that'll put a smile on their face, that's worth its weight in gold.
Fantastic. Cheryl Norris with Beretta joining us this morning on Mornings on Main Street. Do you set up today? Do you set up tomorrow afternoon? How's this all work?
Well, I've been setting up probably for 2 weeks in preparation. So, the setup starts where you got to figure out what you're bringing, and then you got to compile it all together, and you got to place orders, and you got to, then you have to ship it, and then you have to come here, and then you have to unpack. And so it's been a process. I'll be ready to make a nosedive into the bed on Sunday.
Oh, I'm sure you will. And you don't procrastinate, which is good. This is why I would be a terrible employee, because I wait to the last second. So when people, I've seen sales before, so it's a good idea to get there pretty early. I mean, right around the time the doors open, I would think.
Yes, we typically have a nice line waiting for the doors to open. So, and in addition to that, Joe, we actually have become a participating retailer for the Tinsels and Treasures event as well.
Oh,
so we're hoping that will drive some more traffic to the event.
That is fantastic. I think you guys are getting so into the community. I think it's a wonderful thing. All right. The event is from 9 to 5 on Saturday. And again, the free admission, you got me with that. Then with the Beretta sale on top of that. And it's perfect too, right before Christmas. This couldn't be a better time.
It couldn't be a better time. And again, there's something for everyone. You will not be disappointed.
Fantastic. Cheryl, I know you're busy and I know you're swamped. Thank you for taking time to do this, to get the good word about not only the sale, but the great work Beretta is doing in the community with, employing people and jobs and everything. We really appreciate what you guys are doing.
I thank you so much for that, Joe. And again, thank you for taking the time to have me on your show. And everyone, please come on down, get an early start on your Christmas shopping. I promise I'll leave the light on for you.
That's great. Cheryl, thank you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You do the same.
Yes, ma'am. Cheryl Norris from Beretta with those. Look, if you've been to those sales, I mean, like there's that logo sale that happens in Franklin every year and people line up hours before, and then you get there, and then a lot of this, if you get there in the afternoon, a lot of stuff is gone because this is a cool event that's happening. So make your way out there Saturday to Gallatin. Starts at 9 o'clock to 5, the Gallatin Civic Center. And again, free admission. Thank you, Cheryl, and thank you for Beretta for what you're doing in our community. All right, we come back. One of our favorite times of the week. It's time for our Pet of the Week. We have our Pet of the Week. We have an update on last week's Pet of the Week. I'm really excited about. One day I'm going to talk to our great boss, Dave Gould, and just make this a whole week of adoption and rescue stories because that really gets me and the intern fired up because you guys are fantastic. We'll come back next with our Pet of the Week. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
While federal coverage is really important, often I really think that a lot of the decisions that are going to impact you most are made at the local level. Like where's the stop signs going to go? What's your speed limit going to be? How much you're going to pay in property taxes? We talked about that a lot. And how much funding the schools are going to get. Zoning decisions that are going to impact, which developers can come in and change the neighborhoods and grow the city. And all those decisions are going to be made at the local level.
Just a few drinks. I'm good.
I thought it was good.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal. It was no big deal.
Hey, I can hold my liquor. I thought I could hold my liquor.
All right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street as we get you off running on this Veterans Day. We got the Pet of the Week coming up here, but intern, I'm going to see if I can share the screen here. A beautiful shot from our nation's capital. I'm learning as I go here on this thing. Please work for us because it's a really cool shot. There, is that working, intern? Oh, I just went away. It was working all morning long, and then we get to that, and it's not working anymore. All right, there we go. Hey, back up. Thank you, intern. That is looking on top of the Washington Monument, down the mall to the Lincoln Memorial. Off to the left, there's a bridge, is Arlington National Cemetery. And today we honor our veterans. Of course, Memorial Day, we honor those that have passed away. But today we honor all the veterans, and every day we should honor them. So that's just a beautiful shot from atop the Washington Monument. And what's really exciting is I found this. Juju, give me a pat on the back for that, intern, will you?
Great job, man. That's fantastic.
I appreciate you.
You put the camera there?
You left, gone McDonald's again.
No. Nope, still here.
I got nervous. All right, intern, all right, so we'll get rid of the screen there. I need you back with me for a second. All right, there you go. Hi, buddy. All right,
Hey.
So people need to know you and I go out every week and we do the Pet of the Week. We go to these shelters all around Middle Tennessee. And so this week we went to Dickson County and we met a beautiful shepherd mix by the name of Scooby. Here is Scooby's story for our Pet of the Week, brought to you by Regal Realty Group. Humane Society of Dickson County. And look, we have Scooby. Scooby is a shepherd mix, and we know you guys love your shepherd mixes, and Scooby loves to play. He's not even 2 years old, but he is so awesome. Look at Rose belly. He's so friendly, so much energy, and so handsome. Now, Scooby's been here, unfortunately, almost a year. He was adopted out, but evidently he got too big for the owners, so instead of adapting their lifestyle, they decided to bring him back to the shelter and dump him off. Well, we're gonna find Scooby a wonderful and beautiful home because he deserves it. He does not need to spend his life in the shelter. Look how cute he is. Shepherd mix, full of energy, handsome boy, just got neutered, looking for a forever home. Now, if you get him, preferably you got a nice big backyard. He likes being around you. He's really loving. Look at that. How sweet he is, just standing there, looking around. Hi, Scooby. Hi, buddy. Look at that, so cute. You got shepherds, you know how much fun they are and they like to play. So nice big backyard, preferably being the only pretty boy in the house. He would like that. He's so sweet though, and he's available to be adopted out at the Humane Society of Dickson County. Again, Scooby does not need to spend the rest of his life here. He's been here for the majority of his life. So let's find Scooby a nice home where he could run forever. He doesn't have to come back, and he can be forever yours. He's at, again, the Humane Society of Dickson County. Come see Scooby. He's even prettier in person, my friends. He's a handsome boy. Scooby, ain't that right, buddy? Ain't that right? Yeah, no, yeah. So he's so much fun. Intern, you've been there when a puppy dog has jumped on you, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's a fun time. It's a great time.
But it's like we had so much fun with him, and you made a comment that he looks just like Scooby.
He does. I was looking for the mystery van, and I was going to ask if you wouldn't mind giving the people your best Scooby impression.
Well, I almost did what's his buddy hangs out with? Shaggy. I'm about to say Dagwood. Shaggy. I just zoinks.
There you go. Well, that's Shaggy, but so you don't have one for
Do you have Scooby?
I mean, I could do one, but I figured you would be good at it. Row.
Okay, that's okay. That's cute.
Okay, great.
I'll take that. All right. So Scooby's at the Humane Society of Dickson County, and if you want Scooby Shepherd mix, so much fun. And I'm not going to get on my soapbox about why Scooby is there and why he spent most of his life there, because I'll get really mad. So we'll just move on. And we have a positive story, intern. Let's check out last week's puppy dog that we have. You can play that for us. All right. So that is Chin Chin. Chin Chin is adopted out. She's a cute little Chihuahua. So nervous, so scared, was in the shelter, was not sure what's going on, kind of how I approach life every day. But a lovely couple saw our video last week for Pet of the Week and went and adopted Chin Chin from Mount Juliet Animal Care and Control. That's Stephanie that works there. She is fantastic. Again, passionate about her job and the animals. So they adopted Chin Chin in turn, and I got word yesterday that they did this, and I was so excited that Chin Chin found a home.
No, that's awesome. She's a sweetheart. I'm so glad.
She's my hand as big as her head.
Oh, that's great. I love the positive end of those. I love hearing the follow up that they actually got adopted. It's so awesome. Such a day maker.
So thank you, Stephanie and Chin Chin. Enjoy your home, your new life, and the life that your lovely couple is going to give you. So that's fantastic. So again, we don't do this to pat ourselves on the back. We do this to pat you on the back because we love the viewers, and thank you guys for making such a positive impact in the community. And we love hearing when these animals get adopted out, just to know that you guys are watching and you care and you open your hearts. And so we had Mac on a few weeks ago from New Leash on Life, and we had Shannon's on the chat box this morning. She's driving up for Lawrenceburg to pick up Max today to take home. So again, and then we had so much fun with Max, and he was so nervous in turn when he met us. Then he opened up to you a little bit, and we started rubbing his belly, and he would just lay on his back. And then I've been worried sick about this dog because he's got positive for heartworm, and nobody was adopting him. So Shannon's going to drive up today and get him. So God bless you, Shannon. Thank you
shout
so
out to Shannon. That's awesome.
I get so excited. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We have more Mornings on Main Street after this.
I look at it as building relationships. I've got, my phone has got the phone number of every head football coach, every basketball coach, every baseball coach, every softball coach, every athletic director in Wilson County in it. If something ever happens to me, that phone's going to be a pretty good commodity for somebody. And I've known these people. I grew up in Wilson County. I went to Lebanon High School. I went to Cumberland when it was a junior college. I am now covering even some grandchildren of guys I went to school with.
Donaldson Hermitage Chamber of Commerce invites you to our second annual holiday market at the Mansion, presented by Gaylord Opryland's A Country Christmas at the historic Two Rivers Mansion on McGavick Pike in Donaldson. November 19th and 20th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can shop over 50 unique vendors. Get your gifts wrapped. Get a photo with Santa. Pick up some fabulous grub at the fantastic food trucks while listening to music. Oh, and you can pick out a Christmas tree. All before Black Friday and all while shopping local. Don't miss it.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. We're efforting Staff Sergeant Alicia Marina Grace. She's a recruiter at the Madison Station, and she'll log in here in just a moment, and we'll get her on to talk about Veterans Day and working for the U.S. Army and the great work that she does. Her husband's also in the Army as well. So we'll have her on in just a moment to talk about Veterans Day. And again, there are parades that are happening all around Middle Tennessee. The weather might play a little part on what's going on this morning. So be kind of weary of that. But these parades will still happen. And I had the list of the parades that were going on in Middle Tennessee. I know there's one in Franklin this morning at 10 o'clock and the one in downtown Nashville at 11. And I remember this. My grandfather used to take me to those parades back in the 70s. And, they would be in downtown Nashville. I mean, thousands would turn out. And we need that. Always keep going forward for all those that are happening to honor the veterans on this day. Shout out to my brother spent time in the Air Force, and many friends from high school and college who served in the military. So thank you. I talk to you guys all the time, and gals all the time. And thank you for your service and everything with all that. Okay, let's join us now, Staff Sergeant Alicia Marina Grace from the Madison Recruiting Station. Sergeant Grace, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for doing this. I know it's early. I really appreciate you taking time for this.
Absolutely.
All right, tell me your backstory. Where are you from?
So I'm originally from Riverside, California. It's a wonderful place. I just decided I wanted to kind of see the world a little bit more, so went ahead and joined straight out of high school.
And when was that?
That would have been back in 2009.
2009. You joined, and you're sent off to where?
So the first place that I went to was basic training in South Carolina, and then from there I went to Virginia for my actual job training.
So you grew up in California. Next thing you know, you're in South Carolina. Had you ever been to South Carolina?
Absolutely not. No.
It's different than California.
Yes. I was used to the one season.
Yeah, there you get about 19 seasons. All right,
Yeah.
so then you go to Virginia, and then from there, where?
From there, I went actually to Clarksville, Fort Campbell.
And you made your way to Madison, right?
What's that, sir?
Are you recruiting at the Madison station?
I am.
Okay, so what made you want to join the Army out of high school?
I wasn't sure if college was really for me at the time. You know, I was only 18, and that seemed like a very big decision and a lot of money for something that I wasn't too sure about. So I just decided that I would, I guess a lot of people wouldn't think it's the safe route, but in my opinion, it was the more logical option at the time. It got me out of a certain situation that just wasn't too great. I saw a lot of other people in my area that got stuck in a way, from where I was living, and I just didn't want to end up that way. So I went ahead and went into the Army. I knew that at some point, if I did want to do college, it would be free. And I knew that that was an option that I could do at any point in time. So to me, it was a very easy decision.
That's a great story, because now in your job as a recruiter, I'm sure so many come to you with the same dilemma, like, I don't really want to go to college. I don't know what to do. And then you have a living testimony of how the Army changed your life.
Absolutely. I have no regrets, sir. I met my husband in the Army. I've had my 2 children while serving in the Army. We have our beautiful home thanks to the Army. I absolutely love it. I volunteered to be a recruiter just so that I could share my story and, let people know that you don't have to come from the best situations, but it's what you make it, that, you can make your life whatever you want it to be. You just have to try.
All right. So your husband's he's in the Army as well.
Yes, sir.
And is he based out of, well, I guess, stupid question. He's based out of here, right?
Yeah. So there's an Army married couples program. So once you're married, the Army will keep you guys together. So wherever I get stationed, he will follow, or I will follow whoever's the higher rank.
Oh, that's excellent. Where's he from?
So he's from Florida.
Man, you guys got both of the coast covered.
We love the seasons, though. But yes.
That's so okay. You grew up in California, you go to South Carolina, you meet your husband. Now you're here in Nashville. This adventure that you've been on, did you think when you joined the Army back in 2009, you would have this wonderful adventure?
Oh, absolutely not. No, no, it was a wonderful surprise.
What's been the best part of all this in these last 11 years? I know you met your husband, beautiful kids, Army-wise. What's been the best for you?
I think I've gotten the most gratification from recruiting. Not every person's story is the same, but you get those people that kind of remind you of why you joined, and you're able to help them in those situations that if you hadn't, that, along down the road, they might have made some horrible choices and you stopped that from happening. So I would have to say that recruiting has definitely been the best choice that I've made while serving. I've met a lot of great people as well.
When you do this as a recruiter, what's the one thing you want to get over to the men and women who come and who are undecided? You want them to be 100% sure of their decision, and that's where you come in?
No. We try to reach out to as many people as possible. I actually use social media quite a bit now with COVID and all. It makes people a little more comfortable. But no, when we first reach out to people, we don't expect everybody to just jump on board right away. There's a lot of misconceptions in the world that, television kind of makes people believe a couple things that just aren't true. So no, we just like to have people come in the office. We like to share our story, kind of like I'm doing right now, and just tell them how it actually works, like how it starts from the beginning, what they would actually be doing. With the Army, we're able to ensure that before they leave, they know the date that they're going to leave, where they're going to go, how long their actual job training is going to be, where it's going to be at, and we can have all of that in their contract. So there's no, I'm sure there's still a worry because, basic training has all those like videos and stuff, but other than that, they know everything before they leave. So that's something that a lot of people just don't know, and they're afraid of kind of the unknown of everything.
Silly question here. Do you get, or the other recruiters get a little emotional when you see the impact the Army has had on somebody that you've brought into the Army and it's changed their life in so many amazing ways?
Oh, absolutely. I personally have only been recruiting for a year, but I've heard some of the stories from other recruiters and everything. And I mean, it's beautiful. It's a life-changing experience for a lot of people. So I just love it.
Do you see yourself settling down in Middle Tennessee forever?
Actually, yes. So the house that I'm in right now is technically like our plan. This will be our retirement home.
That's great. That's fantastic. Also, I want to ask you this question too. It just got in my mind. So when you leave California to go to South Carolina, 18 years old, and I've always said one of the biggest things that young people have to deal with in that situation is being homesick, because it could really wreck somebody apart. Did you get a little homesick, no homesick, a lot of homesick?
Yes. So, when I first left, that was a very big decision. And I know my dad was extremely nervous that I made that decision. However, and my husband, the same situation, his mom was not happy about it because he actually joined the infantry. So she was very nervous about it. But the way that the Army works, it's all about the job you pick. It's all about, and it's all in your hands. So it's all about the job you pick and what route you want to take. And once my dad realized like what I was doing, he tells me all the time, every time I see him, that this is 100% the best decision I personally could have made for my future.
What a great testimony, and what a great testimony for those who are looking for a positive impact in their lives. Instead of just, I always say, all who wander are not lost. I just think they need to wander and meet somebody like you who could change their life in so many amazing ways. Staff Sergeant Alicia Grace, the Madison Recruiting Station. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So for those, maybe somebody's watching today and says, you know what, I want to go talk to you. Can they just come talk to you?
Yeah, absolutely. If they want to talk to a certain recruiter, they can always call our office. But yeah, they can absolutely just walk on in. We have our hours and everything posted online, and they're more than welcome just to come on in.
God bless you and your husband for your service, Sergeant Grace. I really appreciate it, and so honored to have you on the show today.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day. It's Staff Sergeant Alicia Grace and her husband serving in the military. We honor them on Veterans Day. Really cool to have her today. Really honored that she could be part of the show today and share her story, her amazing story, how you and someone can change their life in a positive way and make a great impact in this community and in this world. So thank you, Sergeant Grace. All right, we come back. Two really cool stories for you. We'll continue what's happening with the Crash Responder Safety Week and meet a TDOT worker who loves his job, and his passion is very contagious. And of course, we'll talk to Dr. Phil Wing from Delta Dental. He has an important message to share. That's all next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee. Main Street Media was founded by Dave and Ellen Gould in 2013. It all started with 3 newspapers in 2 counties and just 3,000 subscribers, and the company only had 10 employees. 8 years later, Main Street Media owns and operates 13 newspapers, 18 websites, and social media pages all over Middle Tennessee. They produce podcasts, videos, and streaming news shows. The company now has 60 employees, and across all their platforms, they reach more than 2 million people a month.
All right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. I was going to say I'd make a full-out sprint to tackle that dog and get that dog in a headlock and just give about 1 billion kisses. All right, let's get what's happening this week. It's Crash Responders Safety Week. We've talked to you all week about the great job that TDOT does to keep the roadways safe. So we went out the other day and we spoke to a TDOT worker, the help trucks around town and those things. Whoever came up with that idea for the help trucks, you should have a whole highway and city named after you because they do some amazing work on our roadways. So let's meet up with Dan Cotter, TDOT help truck driver, and the passion he has for his job and for helping you. All right, so how long have you been? You're a help truck driver?
Yes.
How long have you been doing that?
Just over a year now.
What's that like?
It's wonderful. I've been in emergency services for about 17 years now. Between here and Wisconsin. So I was a firefighter a long time in Wisconsin and transitioned to this. This is a wonderful career position that I took on. We're help saving lives, and now this move over slow down law, and we get to represent this week. It's just a good thing. When you pull over on the side of the road, help somebody out, I mean, are part of you scared because of the traffic and cars flying by? I hate to say this, but no. Wow. You learn to build with it. It's second nature to me. Wearing these vests, we have the Guardian lights now that we wear. You always got to keep a second eye on traffic, right. But it's all about the motoring public that we help. That's my main objective. Why is it important to keep getting that word out about slow down, move over, slow down, move over? Well, we want to go home. That's our main goal. Is we want to go home at the end of our shift, and I have a family to go home to, and I always want to make sure that happens. So if that's helping somebody on the side of the road, helping them, helping me. So a lot of times our jobs are you go to work, clock in, clock out. Yep. Not really much there, but for you, I mean, every day it's different, isn't it? Every day, no call is the same. Everything's different. No crash is the same. What we do, I mean, we provide, if it's assistance with THP, Metro PD, even helping fire, it all comes together. We work as a team and we get it done. What's one message you want to send out to drivers and motorists around the state? When you see emergency vehicles on the side of the road, please move over. Our lives depend on it, so does yours. Thank you, Dan Cotter. Dan is a massive man. So thank you, Dan, for your passion and for keeping our roads safe. All right, it's time to give you an important message from Delta Dental. We met up with Delta Dental CEO Phil Wink, and this important message from the fine folks at Delta Dental.
Water's important. And, one of the things that's important a lot of times that people don't think about when kids eat, they don't have they have an opportunity to brush their teeth afterwards. So the more water they can drink, effectively, it cleans the mouth to a certain extent. So that's a real value. Plus, the more water you drink, the healthier you are. So 2 great things about having water. The other thing is we've all seen the old water fountains. They're gone. Well, they might still be sitting there, but they don't work. And so you've got all these kids with no access to water. Water bottles are very expensive. If you buy bottled water, it's very expensive. So this gives them the opportunity to get that at no cost. And all they do is either bring their own bottle, but then a few will actually get bottles for the entire school and staff.
To see that.
It's fantastic. Certainly it's not an idea I came up with, but it's certainly something that really is, to me, is incredibly important. And we think it's one of those things that you can continue to do, because I don't see water fountains coming back.
Oh, man. All right, thank you, Dr. Wink, for that important message. Again, Delta Dental of Tennessee now offering dental and vision plans for groups and individuals. Learn more at deltadentaltn.com. That's deltadentaltn.com. All right, we'll take a break, and we will come back we close out every day with America's most fun and fastest growing game show, Celebrity Birthdays, right here on Mornings on Main Street.
Every year, it costs Tennessee more than $15 million to clean up roadside litter. It's time to keep your trash to yourself and our roadways clear, because nobody trashes Tennessee.
Is your roof in need of repairs? Maybe it's time for a full roof replacement. If so, choose Middle Tennessee's #1 rated roofer. Tim Leeper Roofing has provided the Nashville area with outstanding residential and commercial services for nearly 2 decades. And with hundreds of 5-star reviews, Tim Leeper Roofing has satisfied thousands of homeowners. To schedule a free and honest estimate, find us online at timleeperroofing.com.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour. It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
You really good try.
There aren't any cops around.
I didn't think there were any cops around.
I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I need you to hang on, okay? Cover your hands, sir. You are right now? Now.
All right, welcome back to the final segment of Mornings on Main Street. Interns, if I can pull this up again, we do it here. How's that working?
Oh, there it is.
And
it's gone.
Wait till it ends, and then we'll pull it back up again. That's such a great picture of the Washington Monument looking towards the Lincoln Memorial. When we pull it back up here in a second to there we go. There we go. It's back up again. Thank you, intern. All right, so that's the top of the Washington Monument looking towards the Lincoln Memorial. And then there's a bridge to the left right there that'll take you to Arlington National Cemetery as we celebrate and honor those in the military on Veterans Day. If you've never been to the Arlington National Cemetery, I've been one time, and let me tell you, you overwhelmed with emotions, humbleness, and gratitude when you show up there. And I've never felt in that place what I felt in my life. And it was just, you're looking for people to thank. I mean, you just walk up the tombstone and say, thank you for everything you've done for us. And if you get a chance to go up there and they see the changing of the guard, it's just all simply beautiful and fantastic. And God bless America, and God bless our veterans right there. So I'm so excited, intern, that I found that screen this morning.
Yeah, great job. That's a nice shot for sure.
I'm getting better at things. Before we do celebrity birthdays, And let me share another screen for you. I'm getting so good at this that I might ask for a raise. Let's see here. All right, this is the things that are happening today. I know today's Veterans Day, but every day we have days that are going on. There is one day that I saw here. All right, so Veterans Day, where is it? Air Day. And I don't want to click on it because I'm afraid we'll go to another video of a commercial. But anyway, you got Origami Day, National Sundae Day. Maybe the McDonald's shake machine will work, so you can get a sundae. Intern, you check that out for us later on?
Absolutely. I'll do some reconnaissance on it.
Yeah, I need you to hit several of McDonald's, if you don't mind, just to make sure that the screens are working.
I will do that for the team.
Screens or the shake machines are working. All right, let's do the celebrity birthdays. We do this every morning. You're just now joining, so you got to get birthdays within 2 years, all right? 2 years. So if somebody's 60, 58, 62 is good. 57, not good. All right, first birthday today. I first saw this great actor on Miami Vice, Stanley Tucci. How old is Stanley Tucci?
Let's say he's 61 today.
Dead on.
Are you serious?
Yeah. If I come in there, if I check your history and there's a celebrity birthdays history on your browser.
If I could type that fast, that in itself would be cooler than guessing the birthday.
All right, Demi Moore.
Demi Moore. Let's do 47.
She would love you. She's 59.
Ally
McBeal, Callista Flockhart, who is, I don't know if she's married to Harrison Ford, but they live together.
What was the last name? Flockhart?
Callista Flockhart. Ally McBeal.
That's a cool name. Let's do 67.
57.
I think I did 67 the first time.
Yeah, well, get better. A guy that you think hung the moon and you cry every time you see this movie, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leo, my guy. You know, some people say I look like him, kind of.
I'd like to meet those people. They probably say I look like Tom Selleck.
I'll go for my boy Leo. Let's do 44.
47.
Oh,
you barely missed it. Let's see here. Not a lot of popular birthdays today, of course. All right, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, their musical director, John Batiste.
John Batiste would be 58 today.
He is 35.
Not a good one there.
So who else has a birthday today? He's passed away, but today's the birthday of General George Patton. Do you know that? Please tell me you know who George Patton is.
On the square? Is he in this on the square in Wilson County? I think he's the statue that's.
Is he?
I believe so. General Patton?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Are you asking me how old I think he is today?
No, he passed away in the 40s. He'd be 130 today. I don't know how old he is. But I'm just glad you've heard of General George Patton on this very crucial, important day in American history. You know who he is.
Yes, I sure do.
So he was born today. Please tell me you know who Jonathan Winters is. He was a comedian born on this day. He's passed away as well.
I wish I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
He was the inspiration for Robin Williams when Robin Williams was coming up. He's
wow.
Improv comic, very fun and just kind of hilarious and a guy that made everybody laugh. I mean, I'm going to these celebrity birthdays today, and there's people here I've never heard of, like Dave Alvin, the singer Dave Alvin.
I've never heard of him, but I think he's 37 today.
He's 68. Singer, guitarist Andy Partridge, not of the Partridge family though.
Really? No relation?
No.
Let's do 51.
He's 68 today. All right. Well, thanks for nothing here, celebrity birthdays. You got a big day planned, intern?
Yes, huge day. I'm going to just going to honor veterans all day and work. How about you?
I should have had my parade list, and I can't find it now, of parades that are happening around Middle Tennessee. I know there's one in Franklin, and there's one in Nashville today. So if you see a parade or want to know about parade, please go and stand there and honor the veterans as they come by on this very special day for everything. I'll be on the radio from 10 to 2 on ESPN today. Intern, you going to come by and hang out?
Absolutely. Always listen.
All right. We're not going to put you on the radio. You just got to come hang out, and whatever I need, I'll just snap my fingers.
Well, it's like one of those things where if you see me around, people were like, "Hey, maybe he wants to talk on the radio," and then that's how I take over.
I love it. I love it. Also, we have a new helmet this week. We have the DCA Wildcats. They take on Friendship Christian in the second round of the high school playoffs that are taking place on Friday night. So tomorrow we'll get you all the in-depth and look at what's happening around Middle Tennessee, because it's going to be, I hear this cold front that's coming through after this rain. It's going to be cold, the coldest of the season tomorrow night. So all of you cold-loving weirdos out there, including the intern, I hope you're happy.
I just have, I like my best apparel is winter apparel. So
that's like me. All the big fat guys, we love the winter apparel, but I'll wear a sweatshirt in the middle of June. I don't care, but I miss May, June, July, August, and I wish it was 100 degrees every single day. Intern, as always, thanks for the hard work, brother. If people knew what you're doing behind the scenes, they'd be amazed. I do. I know what you do, so thank you.
Thank you, man.
Again, to all the veterans out there, and thank you to everybody joining the show today. Cheryl Norris, the big Beretta sale happening in Gallatin, a Saturday morning from 9 to 5 at the Civic Center, and to Staff Sergeant Grace from the Madison Recruiting Station. It was a huge honor, ma'am, to have you on the show today and talk about your story and how the Army changed your life. And thank you so much for your service. All right, it's going to be rainy out there, so be careful out there. As I always say, be nice to people, open the doors, let people in traffic and wave. And remember this as you go forward with your day, no one ever went broke by giving. We'll see you tomorrow.